Hi, welcome once more into our web design tutorials. Today we are going to be looking at images in websites. Images play a very important role in the building of web pages. One, for the passing of information, and secondly for the beauty of our web pages. So for me, the two reasons why I still always use images in our website. To pass out some information, because they say a picture speaks more than 1,000 words, and also to make our web page look beautiful. So that said, we are on a Yahoo web page, and I want us to observe the images in their web pages. At the top here, we have got the picture of the American President Donald Trump, and below it we have got other images. Do you notice anything about these images? They all come with some particular sizes to make them look uniform. At the top here you have the picture of this gentleman who happens to be the President of America, and beside his picture we have got some writings. And just below it we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images, and you see that these 5 images all have similar sizes. This makes the page looks beautiful. And below again we also have another image here on the left, and below it we also have another image. You will now see that these images, though the heights are different, the widths are same. What is very important here is the width. If this image was here at the right, they probably would have made the height to be same with this one in order to make it uniform. But seeing as the image is below, they don't care much about the height, but they do care of course about the width. And the width of this image and the width of this image are exactly the same. Same with this other image and this one, you said the widths are all same. Now look at these two images. One of Princess Diana and the other one of maybe see Princess Diana. So both images probably have got the same height and width. I said probably because we haven't measured them and the pictures are not side by side, but by the look of the eye we see that the size and width of these two images are the same and they appear side by side each other. These two images here, the heights are the same here also. So you now got to understand that in putting images into our website, we probably have to take the dimensions of our images into consideration. Unfortunately, images do not always come in the same dimension, and it's at times our role to modify and resize these images to make them have the same size and width, or to give them a particular height and width. Also an alignment as well. So I want us to build a simple web page with some images and see how our images look like. So of course I'm going to go to my softwares, and I'm going to go to Notepad. For the purpose of this tutorial I'm going to be using Notepad, and I want to modify the fonts, make the fonts be bigger so you'll be able to view them clearly. Now once I open my HTML tag, HTML head, title tag, my title I'm going to use images. Title 1, I close the title tag and I close the head tag. Then I now open my body tag. Ready to go. I want to input some images here. So I say img src equals to, in my website folder I've got the folder called images. I'm going to type images slash, well, let me look at the folder to be sure. This is my sites folder. I've got the folder called images, and inside my images folder I've got another folder called precedence. So I'm going to type the path correctly, images slash precedent. Yeah, images slash precedence slash, I'm going to give the name of the pictures in this folder. start with George Bush. The name of this GHW Bush. It's most likely it's a JPEG image. You can say a JPEG. GHW Bush dot JPEG. GHW Bush dot JPG. Now let me close the body tab. I just want to run this code and see. Okay, I'm going to close the body tab. Close my HTML tab. And I save my web page. Save as. Hello, sorry for the interruption. I'm now going to go to sites, inside I'm going to save it as images.html. Save. Now I'm going to go to the folder, see what I've done. Now this is it. I'm going to open it with my favorite browser, which is Google Chrome. Very good. We have successfully put the picture of George Bush Sr. in the website. How do you find this picture? Probably find it very, not so okay. This is not what you want. At least you may want to have a clear view of his picture. Good, we are going to add a second picture, which is that of Bill Clinton. I want to add a picture of Bill Clinton. So I'm going to add a second image as img src equals to double quotes. I'm just going to copy this path, put it here, slash what's the name of the picture, go back to images, presidents, and the B as Clinton dot is a JPEG as well. B Clinton dot JPG. Double quote close. I'm going to save my web page, and once more I run it. I hope the picture is there. Sorry, the picture is, see here is the broken image. Means I didn't type the name of the image correctly. Yeah, this is my mistake. Clinton, not Clinton. Clinton.jpg. Save it, go to my browser, run it once more, and this time around I think I have the picture. Well, so we have put two pictures on our web page, one of Senior Bush and the other of Bill Clinton who came after him. You see the picture have got different sizes. I don't think this is what we want to do. And now I should add the picture of George Bush Jr., who is the person that came to GWB George GW Bush. So once more I copy the URL to make it faster. I paste it below and change the name GWB, and I save it. Save, refresh. Wow, it's the picture of Bush just beside the picture of Bill Clinton, and this is certainly not what you want. You want your web page to be organized. Let's go on adding the pages. Now we're going to add a picture of former President Obama, the GPG. Once more, add another picture, and here I'm just going to put Obama. That's correct. Save. Open my browser. Refresh. Wow, that is the former President Obama. Certainly not what you want. These pictures have it in its own file. It's certainly not what you want. And I'm now going to add the name, the image of the current American president, which is President Trump. So I now add. President Trump. I save it. It's certainly, wow, President Trump. Also beside image of President Obama. So this is how it is. So now have the images of the last 5 American presidents. How time flies. So this is certainly not what we want. I believe we all would have wanted our images to have same sizes, probably to be even in one row, and why not some information below. Now I'm now going to go into my picture. Now of all these pictures, I think for me I like the sizes of Bush Jr. and President Bush and President Trump, and I want all the pictures to have these sizes. I think this looks cool. So I'm now going to go into my images folder. This is the picture of Trump. I want all this to check the dimensions of this Trump's picture. I'm going to click on Trump's picture. I right click and I click on properties. This should show me the details of his picture. So I click on details and I now say that these are the dimensions. He has got a width of 99 pixels and a height of 253 pixels. I may want to write it somewhere. Okay, where do I write it? Okay, let me just open WordPad. I'm going to say width. This width was width is, I'll just put 200, width 200, height width 200, height 253. Just give it 200, height 253, 250. Yeah. So I want to modify all the images to have a width of 200 and the height of 253. In order to do this, I'm going to use a software called Photoscape. So I implore you to go to your browser and download Photoscape. It's Photoscape software. Go to google.com and type Photoscape. Photoscape. And your computer is helping me. It says Photoscape download. So just type in Photoscape download and enter your search button. Here we are. Photoscape, free photo editing software. Is a free software and a very good one. So it's a free software. Photoscape is a free software. The software we are going to be using for these tutorials, and believe me, it's a very good software to use. So we are going to see how we can download Photoscape software. Just click on the Photoscape. It's photoscape.org. So click on the link and you just click on the free download button. You download and install it. If you have got any difficulties installing Photoscape, I'm very willing to help you. Well, I think you can either download using Softonic or this is download.com. Choose any of these two buttons and you download Photoscape. Don't use this button, please, like you'll be downloading new paints, shop pros, and other softwares and adverts. So wow, let's go. So assuming that we have installed Photoscape, you should be able to go to your, click on these Windows icons, all programs, look for Photoscape. You will see Photoscape somewhere. Here we are. Here is Photoscape, and this is the icon. You can just click here and I'm going to say pin on start menu. Yeah, pin it on your start menu. So each time that you click on the Windows icons, you will have Photoscape. So I click on Photoscape to open it, assuming that you have already installed Photoscape. Now you have to open your Photoscape, and we are going to go about editing our images. Very good. Here is Photoscape is now open. So I'm going to go back to our image folder. I want to edit all the images to have a height of to have a width of 200 and a height of 250. So I click on Bill Clinton first. I drag and drop the image into Photoscape. Drag and drop the image into Photoscape, and I'm going to. There are many buttons here. There's a crop. We're going to use crop. There's a resize button. So I'm going to click on resize. It's now asking me to put in my new width and my new height. Remember, the width is 200, so I'm going to put 200 here, and the height should be 250. Unfortunately, the height I'm having here is 151, because once I put in the width, my system automatically calculated the proportionate height. So instead of, I put the width is 200 and the height is 151, I want the height to be 250. So I'm going to come now to the height, need the height to be 250. Now the height is now 250 and the width is now 332 instead of 200. It's now 332. This is okay. This is allowed. Once your dimension is bigger than your requirement, is okay. But once it's smaller than your requirement, it's not okay. So now we have our width, which is 332 instead of 200. I'm just going to click on the OK button. So our width is not enough. Our height is okay, it's 250. Our width is 332. This is bigger than what we want. So I'm going to use a second tool, which is crop. The crop tool. Crop tool will help you eliminate a portion of your web page. So I'm going to click on crop tool. I go now at the top, just below the height. I click and I pull down my cursor right to the bottom. It's now showing me that I have got a height of 250, which is okay, and the width of just 37, which is too small. So click on this middle point here and then pull your image to the right, or you could as well to the left, and pull it to the right until once I say 200, I will stop. Very good. Sorry, it's 199. It's not what I want. I want it to be 200. I'm going to move it slightly. Very good. I have my image of President Bill Clinton now of 200 by 250. I can come here and I click this middle and I shift this crop a little bit, and now I'm okay with it. So I now have the photo which was previously 332 by 250 has now become 200 by 250. So I'm going to click on the crop button. Very good. I'm okay with the picture of Bill Clinton 200 by 250, and I save it. I'm now going to use the next image, which is that of GHW Bush, Bush Senior. Put it there. Now this picture, the original size is 1200 pixels by 1509. The first one you see here is the width, followed by the height. So the width is 1200 and the height is 1500. But I want my width to be 200 and my height to be 250. So I go to the home button, I click on resize. This one is my new width. I put the new width, which is 200, and the height is 252. I'm more lucky here because I have 200 by 252. So I'm going to click my OK button, and once more I'm going to use my crop tool. This time around the width is okay. I'm just cropping the height. So I come here, I select the full width, I scroll down, and I now have a width of 200 and a height of 251. I want my height to be 252. So I'm going to click here at the height and bring down the height a little bit by 1 pixel only. Sorry, I missed it. Wow, that's possible. And I have 200 by 250. I'm going to click on my crop tool once more, and I save it. Then I go to my third image, which is George Bush Jr. Draw it once more and deposit it in Photoscape. And what do I have? I have got 195 by 258. I have told you previously that it's never okay to increase the size of an image, but this one is 195. We can do a slight increment of just 5 pixels. It's not bad. to resize, I come here, instead of 1000 now it's 195. I just delete and I put 200. So I have now have 200 and the height is 265. I'm going to OK it, and I'm going to crop, taking all of the width but not all of the height. It's very good. I am now at 200 by 250. OK button, and I save it. I'm done with the third image, third president. I now go to President Obama, draw his picture, deposit in Photoscape. Now looking at the picture of President Obama, there's one thing interesting here. I want just his picture. I don't want this part here. It's irrelevant, because looking at the other images which we have done, we have to just find mostly the picture of the people we are dealing with. So coming to Obama, we see that he has got some very irrelevant space. So I'm going to start by cropping, taking out just the president himself. So I crop. Now this is what I have. I want to work now on this image. I go now to home, resize, height is 200, width is 200, the width is 200 and the height is 189. No, I'm going to make the height to be 250 and the width is now 265. So I'm going to say okay. I have to crop the width once more. I have to crop the width once more. Make it 200. It's 201. 200. Well, I'm okay with this. And the save button. Okay. I now go to the last image, which is a picture of President Trump, the current president of America. Deposit in Photoscape. It's now telling me that he has got a width of 199 and a height of 253. So I'm just going to go to my home page, resize, width, make it 200, and the height is 254, which means I have to crop and reduce the height. So I'm going to select all of the width, but not all of the height. I'm going to stop once it gets to 200. Very good. I have now given a uniform size to all my images, and I click on the save button. I've saved it. Now there's one thing about Photoscape which I find very interesting, is that once as you begin to save picture, Photoscape resets all your automatically creates a new folder called original, where it stores all your original images. These are the original images, and these are not the edited images. We have now edited all these images. Now if we go to our browser, and well, I don't know what happens, it's no longer there, but I'll go back to the sites folder, click on the images and open it once more with Google Chrome. Wow, I believe we have been successful. We now have all our 5 presidents having the same size. So I think this is much better than what we had before. Our presidents have now all got uniform sizes. So in this tutorial, I've tried to explain to you how you can crop your images, resize and crop your images using Photoscape. I employ to do many trials. Try to crop images, ask me questions, I'll be available to answer them. And I will just tell you one thing which we are going to see in subsequent pictures of subsequent videos on images, that not all images can be cropped to fit. Some images you just can't resize them to fit what you want because the sizes were just so bad. You may have to take new photographs or look for new images. So now we have images of all last presidents of the United States of America. In another tutorial we may have to put some information about them, but for now let's just leave this one like this. let me do a very long video. I employ you to do a trial, get some images, edit them to have one size, put them into your website, see what you get, come back to me for any inquiries, any questions. I'm very glad to answer them. Thanks once more, and see you in our next class.